Hey YouTube, it's Mid 10 Outdoors. This is Patrick coming at you with another video. I know it's been 2 weeks since I've actually put anything out. About 2 weeks. Been really busy. Been doing some things that, taking me away from this. Unfortunately, I think everybody knows how life is in this world. You have to do things. Anyway, I'm going to do a follow-up review on my Red Rock Rover Sling Bag. Now, I have taken this on 2 trips, 2-day hikes. Worked great, loved it. Did everything I needed to do. I've also been kind of incorporating it as my throw it in the vehicle and go bag. Keep it in my truck all the time. I'm in the process of looking for a pistol, a revolver, a semi-automatic of some kind, and been trying to figure out how to justify what I spend on a gun that I'm possibly just going to leave it loose in the truck or in this bag and take a chance on it getting stolen. Okay, so I've been weighing out my thoughts, and I know, and YouTube has, I want to hear what some of you guys think about this. My idea behind it is, yeah, I'd like to be able to keep this in my truck at all times. My Glock 26. I would love to be able to take that out, show you, it's unloaded. Love to be able to keep that in there at all times. I can't put $500 in my vehicle and take a chance on somebody stealing it and not having it anymore. Because if I did, I know insurance will cover it, and I know all this, that, and another. But consciously, I can't do it. I can't do it. This day and age, money's too tight, What I've thought about doing is getting a $100, $150 gun to put in this bag to keep in the truck all the time. Now, I'm leaning towards, and I know here goes the YouTube, a high point, 9mm. Have actually thought about standardizing all my weapons to 9mm. That way I've always got one, except for when I do an AR. I am going to build an AR at some point. Don't know when, but it will be this year. I'm going to start buying parts, pieces at a time. I've got a good friend of mine that has built many ARs. He said he would be more than willing to sit with me and show me how to put the thing together. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy all the parts up, and then we're going to sit down together and build it. Okay? So that's the way I'm going to do it. Anyway, going on to this bag. What I have added to this bag is, this is my little improvised first aid kit. This is a GPS, in case I ever need it. Then I've got my Gerber knife in it also. Stays on the sheath. Tell you what, the clip is as sharp as the knife is most of the time. The first aid kit, that sounded pretty bad. I just did an alley on YouTube. That's fine. I keep emergency blanket in here. There's a little sharpener. We got this with the Gerber pair frames when me and my son bought those together. So I keep that in there. I keep my little Gerber clutch in there. In here, I've got a cigarette lighter and a fire steel. Matter of fact, it's a light my fire steel, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is. So that's a pretty nice fire steel. Keep the bandana. I keep my old buck in here. It's sharp, ready to go. Keep my little Nebo flashlight. Like it because I can clip it onto something with the pocket clip. Let's see what else is in here. I have a Altoids 10 that's got some other little stuff in it. A little cord. I can't say it right now. I mean, I'm not talking like a crap. Whoops. My striking where matches. I keep a baggie in here, some sewing thread. There's another little pocket knife and more first aid stuff. That stays in there. There's a beaner. Beaners come in handy. Those little carabiners come in handy. I always need them for something, especially when I'm camping. I keep them by the dozens. Got a pair of gloves. Let's see what else I got in here right now. I got my portable tripod because I think we were doing some stuff with this. I have a compass for all you guys that are going, oh, he's got just a GPS, his batteries are going to die, he's going to be lost forever. I got a compass. I do have a map of the area that I've got to print out. There's some wet wipes. There's a couple of your little, man, I can't talk today. There's a couple of your little glow sticks. Jeez, it's bad. And then I've got a little trail bar. It's kind of funkified right now. That's not supposed to be in there. Rope, chapstick. Which many of you don't know, you can actually use a little bit of chapstick for starting a fire. Anyway, so it's got room to do more stuff in. I don't have a lot of stuff in here yet. Let's see, is there anything over here? Oh yeah. I've got my Esbet stove. I've got an Esbet stove and I got a wet fire. So I can start fire, I can build shelter if I had to. I've got light. I've got a gun for protection. It's not the one that's going to stay in there, so I've got to find another gun. But anyway, all that's in that little bag. Like I said, this is first aid. It's basic first aid. It's not going to be, I can pull bullets out and sew myself back up with it. It's basic first aid. But this is to get me back home if I had to. Something happens. I don't work far from home. I can get back home fairly quickly. Working a family business, so I kind of keep a little cachet at the office too. Small things. I actually have a box of ammo at the office, and actually I got 2 boxes of ammo, one for the 32 and one for 9mm. So I've got 50 rounds sitting there. I'll have 2 magazines, 2 10-rounders in the bag, plus my 32 with 2 magazines with it. So, I mean, if I had to pistol fight my way back home, I could. So anyway, there you go, guys. That's my bag I keep in my truck most of the time. If you got any suggestions of adds to it, the one thing I'm going to add, and the one thing I never have seen anybody say anything about, I'm going to get a fairly inexpensive pair of binoculars to keep in it. One of the things I was thinking about, if this was a true life, had to get home, didn't want to be seen, well, you have to scout a little bit. You have to do a little scouting as you're going. And you won't be able to see in a distance somewhat. And if you don't have a long rifle with a scope, well, all you've got is your natural eyes. You're probably going to need a pair of binoculars. So I'm going to get me a small pair of fold-up binoculars to keep in my bag. I think it would be a great help. I mean, you have to scout a little bit as you're going, and my eyesight is getting to the point where I can't see very far off. So anyway, there we go. That's my bag. That's my ideas. If you have any comments or questions, hit me up. Be prepared, guys. Thanks a lot.